What if Tatum Riley survived the events of Scream 1996? I came up with this idea a couple weeks ago. I was going to make it into a live stream, but I said, hey, let's go ahead and do it in a regular video. So, what would happen if she would have survived the events of Scream 6 or not Scream 6, pardon me, Scream 1996? And by the way, this was my introduction to Rose McGowan, by the way. So, she was great in the film. Loved watching her. I wasn't a big Charmed watcher, but I remember watching, some of it with her, being in that and stuff like that. But what if she would have survived Scream 96? What would that mean for Scream 2? I think it would be really cool to see, how she would interact with the new group that Sydney's with, how she would interact with Holly. Um, that would have been something too. But let's go back and let's just think about this. What if she was able, if you were able to go ahead and bring her back where she never got killed off in Scream 96? Who would you take the place of her death in that film? Now, could you imagine if Dewey would have died in Scream 1 and Tatum survived it? That would have made it a lot more interesting, because the fact that I love Tatum because she's a badass. I mean, that's just the way she is in the movie here in the '96 film or the original film. Uh, she would always help out Sydney no matter what. Great, great, great stuff. I mean, I love how when she basically tells off Gail when Gail arrives to the Prescott home after Sydney has been attacked. You're a real pain in the ass. Why don't you just leave people alone? I'm not talking to you. That was really cool. That was really awesome. Or like, nice welt, sweetie. Right when um, Sydney goes and talks to Gail after the night before when, Sydney actually hit her at her. I'll send you a copy. Like that. So it would really neat. It would have been really neat to see that character grow of Tatum Riley. Um, I just can imagine all the possibilities that there could have been with that character. Or let's say if Randy would have died in Scream 1 and she survived. I mean, you could sacrifice certain people, you know, but I mean, this is a what if, like, the Marvel what if stuff. This is a what if Tatum Riley survived the events of the original Scream. And just all the possibilities I've got that I just thought of just a couple minutes ago here about that. I mean, her interaction with Holly, the new group that Sydney's with at Windsor College. How would her reaction would be to Derek? Wondering if Derek is going to be one of those is going to be a ghost face killer or whatnot, or how she would react to Mickey Altiera. It would have been really neat to see that, and she probably might be able to even figure out that he was a killer already. There's something a little strange about the guy. Because I think Tatum was more I want to say alert, but when she took on Ghostface, and I'm not sure if it was Billy that went and attacked her and killed her. I'm assuming it was, because it'd be hard to believe it was Stu, because Stu was already in the house at his home with the rest of the group of kids. But the way she threw those beer bottles, or I think they were either beer bottles, yeah, beer bottles, glass beer bottles, and the way she threw them at him, she really flung those things, man. I mean, she really, you can hear him grunt and stuff too after he gets hit by them. It's just a total badass, really. Uh, you know, I think I would have loved to seen her. Once they showed the reveals of Billy and Stu, what her reaction would have been, because she was dating Stu. Her reaction that Stu is one of the killers. I wonder what her reaction would have been. That would have been even a more epic. But yeah, I mean, I would have loved to see where the character would have gone if she would have survived Scream 1, and her interaction with Sydney throughout the films. Let's say if she would have survived Scream 1 and then she survived Scream 2, we get to Scream 3, what that was going to be like. Oh, man, I couldn't even imagine. It's sad enough that we don't got the Riley siblings anymore in this franchise because Dewey got killed off in Scream 5, which is titled Scream, just like the original film was in '96. But, I mean, the new film, Sydney's, I don't know if it's her oldest daughter. His name is Tatum. So played by Isabella May. I'm really looking forward to that as well. But let me know in the thoughts below. What would you think would happen if Tatum Riley would have survived the events of the original Scream? Would you love to have seen where her character would have went? How her character would have grown throughout the franchise? Make sure you subscribe and smash that like button because we're almost there, guys. Scream Mania is running wild. Take care and see you guys back in the next one.